Hey everybody! Today on Smoky Mountain, Faith, Food, and Fun, we're gonna make 2-ingredient biscuits. 2 ingredients and you can have this. Good morning everybody. I'm Christy and this is the first video for my husband and I, Brooks, our channel, Smoky Mountain, Faith, Food, and Fun. Today we're gonna be doing the food. We hope you'll stick with us. Very simple recipe today. I struggled for a lot of years with how to make a good biscuit. I married a Southerner and we have a lot of funny stories about our attempts of making biscuits, and he had a mamaw that did it a certain way, and everybody's got a mamaw that does a certain way, and our moms do it a certain way. And so anyway, this is the easiest way I have found, and truly bakes up really pretty biscuits. They're not perfect, but they're yummy and they're fluffy and they're delicious, and that's really all that matters. And in another video I'm going to show you how to make a turkey sausage and gravy for the biscuits. But today we're going to do the biscuits, and it's a very simple recipe. I have to give a shout out to Lori from Whippoorwill Holler for teaching me this method, and I think we all have something we can share with everybody about how we do things. So I have a little technique that's sort of different with how I cut my biscuits, so I thought I would share that as well. So here we go. It's very simple. It is 2 ingredients. We've got self-rising flour. If you have not caught on to self-rising flour, it's time to catch on to self-rising flour, because it saves you the steps of adding baking powder and salt for the leavening, and heavy whipping cream. 2 ingredients, that's it. Very simple. I have tried to make biscuits 100 different times, and this is the one that works for me best. So I've got, in this bowl, I've got 2 cups of self-rising flour, and then a 1.5 cups of heavy cream, and we're just going to actually put it into the bowl just like that. No special method, no frills, just put it in there. And then this little doohickey, I don't know what it's called. If you know what it's called, please tell me. My mom bought me, but it is the best little tool for mixing up any kind of doughs that you gotta mix up. So we're just gonna get that flour incorporated, and it doesn't take long. You know, there are mamas and grandmas and grannies out there who make biscuits every single day, and that was part of their routine for many years. Of course, we can't eat that way all the time, but today I felt like a biscuit. There's just something about a good biscuit. So the thing with biscuit dough, you don't want to mix it too much. You kind of just want to get it together into a good dough. And this little, it's not a spurtle. This thing is not called a spurtle. I can't remember what it's called, but it really does a good job mixing everything in there. So I'm gonna get my dough off there. Obviously it came together really quick, real easy. Push the dough out. There's actually a larger one of these as well, which maybe I probably should have used that one, but that's okay. Biscuits, you can really use anything to mix them, but I just happen to like this tool. Alright, so I've got my little, and I hope you can see that, my little mat out here. You don't want to overwork your biscuit dough. Add a little flour, dump her out. Super simple. This does make a nice stiff dough. So if you overwork it, what happens is it won't rise real well. So now remember, the agent for rising is already in the self-rising flour. I happen to love Martha White. There are those out there who swear by White Lily, and White Lily's a great brand, but Martha White is what works for me real well, so that's what I use. So literally, I'm just gonna take my hands and I'm gonna fold the biscuit dough over, and I hope you can see this. Just a few times to get it worked in well. You don't want to overwork it. That's the main thing. You want to get it incorporated, but not overwork it. So basically, it's together there. It's dough. It's a nice dough. It's not sticking to my hands. So here's my method. And excuse me, I have to run and get a knife, which a lot of people are going to say, no, you don't do that. But this is what works for me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you here in just a minute. I'm going to get my largest butcher knife I've got. And first thing I'm going to do real quick is work it a little more into like a cylinder. So how many people buy the biscuits in a can and you don't like to hear it pop open? Well, this is the Christy version of that. I have made my biscuit dough into a cylinder. And all I'm going to do is cut my biscuits real light like. You need a sharp knife to do this, into pieces. And this should get us about 8 biscuits. And it doesn't matter that they flatten out a little bit. I'm going to reform them just a little bit with my hands. It's my oven saying it's ready. Another thing I do, we cook a lot from our toaster oven. There's just 2 of us. Alright, so here's my biscuit. I'm taking my hand just like this, and I'm going to pat, pat, pat. And I've got my baking stone here. Love the baking stones. The darker it is, the better it cooks. So, sorry about my light. I'm having a light malfunction. Hopefully we'll have better lights the next time. I am actually a photographer by trade. I do real estate photography. The channel was just something we decided to do. Thought it would be fun. A lot of people on our Facebook pages, personal Facebook pages and whatnot, have asked us to share our recipes and how we do things, or write a cookbook. And you know, for me, creatively, visual is the way to go. I've learned so much from various YouTube chefs on here. I mentioned Lori from Whipple Holler, and let's see, Tammy from Color Valley Cooks, and who else? Becky from Hillbilly Kitchen. There's just so many of them out there. Pasquale from Osari. I can't even say his name right, but he's an Italian older man chef, and he's incredible. But we've learned a lot from YouTube and thought, you know what, maybe we have something we can share with people. Probably handled that one a little bit too much. This is a small pan, so these might end up baking into each other a little bit. Brooks is in there being silly. Right, honey?
That's what I do.
Yeah. It's not quite time for some people to be up. Alright. We got a little biscuit there. It's going to make a little one. So here we go. We have got our biscuits. We are going to put them in, and I use a big toaster oven on 375 for about 16 to 18 minutes. And when they are done, I will show you the finished product.
A few moments later.
Look at those biscuits. They have risen up. They're a little crackly on the top, which I like that homey, hearthy feeling. But they are almost done and ready to eat. Yummy. Let's take a bite. They're so good. They're so easy. They're just good. And they're perfect biscuit texture. 2 ingredients. There you have it. I have Miss Lori at Whippoorwill Holler to thank for teaching me how to do this, and now I'm teaching you, and I hope you've learned something. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you'll watch the turkey sausage gravy and many other videos that we hope to do for you. We will be exploring the Smoky Mountains. This is where we live, and lots of things to do here, so if you're into that, we definitely want to see what you would like us to check out here in Smokies. And ooh, that biscuit, it's really yummy. I need to eat. But and Brooks will definitely be doing some encouraging devotional things to help strengthen your faith. But we thank you for joining us, and hope to see you next time. Oh, and if you liked us, please subscribe. That really would help us. Thank you so much.